Welcome. This is Back to the Bins. I'm your host, Mr. B. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you've been here before, thanks so much for coming back. And if you're new here, thanks so much for stopping by. This is a comic book collecting channel. I am recently back into the hobby, and I love all things comics. I'm interested in modern comics. I'm interested in Silver Age, Bronze Age. I love digging through the back issue bins. I love digging through those dollar bins. And if that's something that sounds like your cup of tea, then why don't you join me today? This is a pickup list from last week. I'm sure most of you have already gone through the books that you purchased on Wednesday, but I'm a little bit behind, and really this program is just about sharing my newfound journey back into the hobby of collecting comics. So let's just get started. Take a look right over here and have a look at what I got. Alright, so as per usual, this is my pickup list for this past Thursday. I know most of you pick yours up on Wednesday. I go in on Thursday, and it was a fantastic haul from the pull list. Also managed to get a couple out of the dollar bins, so we're going to showcase those shortly. But as per usual, we start in alphabetical order, and that takes us to the Amazing Spider-Man. I think people were waiting for this particular issue. This is issue number 50. This is the Ed McGuinness A cover. It is fantastic. It's also not done by John Romita Jr., so we're happy about that. Very nice cover. Nice thick book. Perhaps a little too pricey at $9.99, but, you know, milestone issue right here, issue number 50. And as with all milestone issues, all Spider-Man issues, there are plenty of variants, and so I had to get this beautiful Greg Capullo cover. This is again issue number 50 of The Amazing Spider-Man. Look at that. Just fantastic. Loving this. Beautiful stuff. Oh, yes, and of course, there was another one. Couldn't say no to this. This is the John Tyler Christopher Negative Space variant. Gorgeous. I love the John Tyler Christopher Negative Space stuff. I think they're just fantastic. That is beautiful. Love Black Suit Spider-Man. Negative Space is good. Awesome cover. Nice celebratory issue. Oh yes, and I also managed to get my last book from eBay. Here we have Batman, issue number 131 from January of 2023. This is the Art Germ variant. There's 4 of these particular art germs. It's this one, it's Catwoman, it's the Joker, and I believe it's Punchline. Beautiful covers from Art Germ. Like I told you last week, I'm going to be collecting 125 to 150 of the Chip Zdarsky run, just because, mainly for the covers, but I will dig into the story when I have them all. In keeping with DC, but from the pickup, here we have Catwoman, number 65. This is a title that I am also just picking for the covers. And I couldn't say no to this David Nakayama one. I thought this was fantastic. Like I said, this is issue number 65. This is the A cover, and it's gorgeous, right? You gotta love it. But, we had a bit of a spill. We're good. Not liquid, just comics. This was the one I was really after, but I couldn't say no to the Nakayama. But this is just fantastic. Catwoman number 65. This is a Pablo Villalobos cardstock variant. I am a sucker for Lobos. I think he is just fantastic. It's so good. Love it. Catwoman always looks great. I think a lot of people collect Catwoman for the covers. And here's a book I'm collecting for the story. Fantastic book. Great little mini-series. This is Cobra Commander number 5. This is the Andrea Milana cover. This is the A cover. Once again, not a lot of variant covers for these Energon Universe titles. At least, like, I know Transformers, there's been a lot of variants, but not for Cobra Commander or Duke. I'm sure the same thing will happen with Scarlet and Destro. But this is the final issue, and man, what a series it has been. A fantastic little mini-series. Look for it if you can. I'm sure the trade will look fantastic as well. It's a great book. Ooh, and then we go into the dollar bins. I never say no to a relatively clean copy of these Charlton Comics war comics. This is Fightin' Army number 162 from February of 1983. I'm not entirely sure who the cover artist is, but we got a great war scene. Maybe a Spitfire chasing after a ME-109. I love it. Great stuff. From the dollar bins, once again, we got the Fighting Army number 163. This is from April of 1983. Great stuff. The Medal I Didn't Deserve. With a steel coffin. So good. Love this stuff. I'm going to put those in some boards and bags. I don't really care that they're not high quality. Those things are hard to come by. They always look like they were from the 1940s. Oh yeah, and then this. I gotta fold this over. Just give me a second here. This has been another sleeper hit, I think. This is the Fog number 4. It's a Christian Rosada cover. Steve Ekstrom doing the writing, and this is, again, a great series. From the movie, I guess, The Fog. I think I've seen it, but I don't remember it. I should go back and watch it. But this has been a great series. I love it. This is the final issue of this one as well. Looking forward to finishing it off because it's been fantastic. Speaking of another spill. Speaking of fantastic, from the dollar bins even, we have got Marvel's Greatest Comics starring the Fantastic Four, number 38, from October of 1972. This is a reprint of Fantastic Four number 51. This is a Sal Buscema cover. If you don't know, Fantastic Four number 51 is this man, this monster, a Fantastic Stanley Jack Kirby issue of the Fantastic Four. Just classic. Probably one of the best. And I couldn't say no to this thing right here. I love it. I love that it's stamped July 1972. Perfect. I certainly like military comics, and I love a good facsimile, especially of a book I know I'll never ever see. Right here. Came out this past week. This is Military Comics number 1, the facsimile. Of course, this was released or issued in May of 1941, the height of the war. This is a Will Eisner cover. This is the first appearance of Blackhawk, whom I don't know anything about, but I just love this. I love that GIs are probably reading this. It's beautiful. It's great. I can't wait to dig into it. Should be cool. Let me know if you guys collect any facsimiles. What do you think about those? I know some people think it's a waste of time. Other people really like it. I really like it. As much as I love variant covers almost. Here we have Something is Killing the Children. Of course, you couldn't not tell that. This is issue number 37. It's a Jenny Frison cover. Love her work too. So distinct. I love that it's a virgin. Nothing on the cover. Beautiful stuff. Great series. Pretty iconic already. Oh yeah, this right here. Collecting these for the covers as well. This is the Spectacular Spider-Men number 3. This is a Lee Garbett homage cover. I didn't check into what homage this is. I'll have to do that. I'll put a picture of that up yet. Don't worry. But yeah, this is a great cover. I'm not reading the book. Just want it for the cover. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. Whatever I can get, I'll take. Here's somebody that I'm actually a really big fan of. And in my comic journey, I have discovered Spider-Gwen. This is Spider-Gwen the Ghost Spider number 1. Another Jenny Frison cover. This is Gwen joins the 616. She now is in everybody else's world. I think there's a bit of contention about that particular issue, but I'm looking forward to it. I've enjoyed the last couple of Spider-Gwen series that have come out since 2023. I'm sure there's better ones, but I'm just, trying to familiarize myself with what's going on today, so I'm reading these titles. And despite maybe these not being, the books that people talk about, I've really gotten to appreciate Spider-Gwen. I think she's a fantastic character. I love it. Some of my favorite characters, but probably some of my least favorite books right now, because I just am not getting into these stories, is this Thundercats from Dynamite. This is Thundercats number 4. It's a Lucio Perillo cover. I love these covers. I'm so glad he's doing these, but my goodness, I wish this book would just pick it up a little bit, do a little bit better. It's not happening. I'm going to keep going with it, though, because I do love this franchise. I love these characters, always have since I was a kid. And because of that, I couldn't say no to this beautiful... Oh, another spill. This beautiful variant cover from the same issue, Thundercats number 4. This is a Declan Shalvey variant. Great Mumra. Look at that. Beautiful. Love Mumra. He looks fantastic here. Awesome. Couple more left. I just got to clean this spill up again. These comics keep sliding. Oh, yeah. I thought this was just a fantastic A cover. Beautiful stuff here. This is Wonder Woman number 9. This is Daniel Sampere. He's one of my favorite artists right now. I just think his work is fantastic. I love everything about this. I love the yellow. I love it. The stars. It's all so good. It's drawn so beautifully, so simply even. And it's very striking. I love that. And here's something that could get turned into an advertisement for something, but I love this too. This is beautiful. Same issue, Wonder Woman number 9. This is a Julian Totino Tedesco cardstock variant. And I guess to some degree, this is a bit of a key issue, minor key perhaps. This is the first appearance of Zatanna Zatara. I'm not reading this particular series yet. I have just been collecting for the covers, but I do want to read it. I always thought from reading about it that people really thought it was great as it picked up. Some people complain about it now in these further issues, but I'll get there yet. I got lots to read and I can't wait. But that is it for the pickup this week. And let's get back to the real world, shall we? Well, hopefully you like what you saw, and if you did, why don't you like, comment, and subscribe. If you are picking up any of these books, if you're reading any of these specific titles, why don't you tell me what you're reading in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Once again, I'd love to develop a community of people who are interested in comics for the sake of comics. I had promised last week that I was going to be making a sort of an About Me video. Turns out that doing something like that actually takes quite a bit of time and energy that I just didn't realize. I got a pretty long story when it comes to the hobby of collecting comics, and I want to present it to you so you can get to know me. I'm going to work on that. I'll make no promises as to when it's coming out, but you can be certain that you'll see it at some point. And that's pretty much it. Join me next week for another pickup list, and once again, comics are good.